Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be going over my November reading wrap up and I'll be making some changes. I'll be making some changes. First, you know what? I was going to go over the books, like show you the books that I haven't read, but I kind of feel like maybe that's a little pointless. It's fine. I'll show you. Just real quick. I'm not going to be like going over what they're about. I think the ones that I knew what they were about, I talked about when I did my November TBR game, so you can go back and watch that if you want more in-depth speakings on the matter. We're gonna talk about it, you guys. There's a lot I didn't read, okay? So we have Evermore, Starling House, Marked, Eliza Starts a Rumor, Betrayed, Shatter Me, Butcher and Blackbird, Skene Island, Fear Street Super Thriller, The Sea Queen, When All Light Fails, and The Viscount Who Loved Me. Now, if you knew what my November TBR looked like, you'd realize that there's only 3 books left. It's only 3 books left. So, I did read Agatha Christie's The Body in the Library. It was okay. It was fine. I read 2 Agatha Christie books this month, and honestly, they're like kind of sexist. And I kept waiting, like there were many a sexist remark in this book in particular, and I was just waiting for those ideas to be challenged. They weren't. It was just there. And I know these books were written a long time ago, not like super long ago, maybe, I don't know, are they written like the 60s or the 70s or something? Older, maybe? I have no idea. Okay, definitely older. The 40s. But, yeah, you would think from a female author that those ideas would maybe be challenged a bit, like at all. They weren't in this one. So that book was okay. It was a little hard to look past all the sexist remarks, but then I read Agatha Christie's The Moving Finger. This one was more interesting. Again, a lot of sexist remarks. This one, the remarks in this one were not challenged either. However, at least the person that they were directed towards knew that they were being said about them because they were being said to them. And yeah, the way that their reaction is portrayed is also, in my opinion, very sexist. Because they just kind of like, and then like stomp off. And yeah, didn't age very well in my opinion. That book was also just okay. And then I read 2 books that were not on my TBR, which were Eldest and Brissinger, which are the 2nd and 3rd books in the Aragon series. I've been listening to, oh wow, my voice feels so croaky right now. Oh my god. I've been listening to the audiobooks of the series with my husband, and honestly that's kind of the biggest reason why I didn't get a lot of reading done this month, because most of the time, most of my reading time happens like an hour or 2 before we like settle down to go to bed. And pretty much this entire month that period of time has been taken up by my husband being like, oh, we should listen to Eragon. And like, I'm not complaining. I've been enjoying it and it's been nice listening to it with him. But that means that my reading time has been pretty much solely taken up by listening to the audiobooks with him, which means my TBR got neglected. But it also kind of helped me realize over these last 3 months that I am being a little too ambitious with my TBRs. And that's fine. That doesn't hurt me to admit that. So when I do my December TBR game, I will be lowering the amount of like rolls that I do. It's not rolls because I'm not using dice, but the amount of times I randomly generate a number. But you can watch that video to see exactly how I work that out. But I will be hopefully ending up with fewer books on my TBR because I do still want to stick to trying to finish 50% of it. So then my 50% will be smaller, ideally. I have one more book that I read this month, but I haven't finished it yet. That is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. And this book is super fascinating so far. I only have about a third of the book left, and I think I should be able to finish that in a couple hours. So I'm thinking I'll be able to finish this by the end of the month. Like, I'm definitely going to be able to finish this by the end of the month. So unfortunately, that still doesn't put me at having 7 points for this month, which I needed in order to not get a penalty roll for December. So even though I am lowering my base amount of rolls for like moving forward, I will still be adding a roll on top of that because I didn't hit my mark this month. So, and if you don't know, what I mean by points is if I read a book from my TBR, I get 1 point. If I read a book that's not on my TBR, I get half a point. So I have to read 2 books not on my TBR in order to get a full point. So I read 2 books that were not on my TBR, so I got 1 point for that. And then I finished 2 books on my TBR so far, so that would be 3 points. And if I finish this one, which I'm pretty sure I will, that will still only be 4. And for this month, based on the amount of books that I got in my TBR, I needed 7 points. So I did not get there, unfortunately, but it's fine because I learned some stuff this month. Also, this book, I feel like this book is going to be a 4 no matter what the ending is. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a 4 no matter what the ending is. If the ending is a little disappointing, it'll be a 4 because the book is still just so well written and so interesting, and it's just such a different concept that it's going to be a 4 for me no matter what, I think. If the ending is really good, it'll be a 5 probably. Anywho, since I didn't read much this month, this video is gonna be, it's pretty quick. I also had an ebook that I didn't end up reading. I don't remember what it was called. What was that? I have it right here. Actually. Hexed and Hitched. Didn't end up reading that. So, yeah. I now need to go pick out my winter seasonal TBR and then do my December TBR game. Spoiler alert, probably most of these books that I have left over from my fall TBR will not be in there because I'm going to be choosing my books based off of different criteria. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm sorry, maybe this update's a little disappointing, but I'm hoping that December will be better because I should have more time to read, and I'm trying to be more strategic with the amount of books that I need to read for the month. So here's hoping. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.